Uh, so I'm not too familiar with the fandom menace. Okay, all I know is there are a bunch of Star Wars fans, and that's really all I know. That's to an extent. And this video is not going to be a criticism video. I've said before in the past that I'm going to stop talking about other YouTubers, but this is going to be more a message to people who rely on YouTubers for news and sources and stuff like that. And so let me just kind of remind everyone what happened. I'm just going to say what I know. Again, go do more research on this if you want to find out more, but I'm going to say what I know. Before we get into the video, if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notification bells. Over here on this channel, we talk about movies, movie news, and everything in the wonderful world of movies. We do movie reviews, we do trailer reactions, we do live streams, we do all kinds of fun movie-related stuff. So if you're into that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe and turn on notification bells. Also, let me know in the comment section down below after the video, what are your thoughts on the video? What are your thoughts on what I had to say? What are your thoughts in general about this whole situation? And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at IsaacTheFilmGeek. Now let's get into the video. And so recently, in a stream, Ryan Kinno from RK Outpost, who's also part of Geeks and Gamers, came out in a stream, and he was saying how, Doomcock, who, I'm being genuine when I say this. I did not know who Doomcock was at all prior to this video. And what he was saying is, this guy, he claims he has sources. He keeps making these news videos. And none of them really ever come out to be true. And I know about these videos because I've seen them recommended to me. I've seen where it's like, oh, Kathleen Kennedy fired. Oh, Kathleen Kennedy to step down. This, and that. I always see those videos recommended. And then Doomcock was saying that, that was he was kind of insulting him, his career, and his fans. And all I have to say about this situation is, if you rely on YouTubers, including me, I include myself on this, for news, or like genuine, reliable news, then I really recommend you don't do that. Because there are so many YouTubers here on this platform, on the movie punditry, movie commentary, whatever you want to call it, movie space here on YouTube, that say they have sources and scoops a lot of the time. And no one seems to ever think. But notice that a lot of them don't come out to be true. The best example of this is War Stew. You see, War Stew makes like 7 videos a week talking about, oh, Ben Affleck HBO Max series, oh, Snyderverse Restore, this, and that. And they never really come out to be true. There's been a lot of times where War Stew has gone things wrong. And look, I'm not about to criticize YouTube in general, like movie punditry. Obviously, there are some YouTubers who do have sources. There are YouTubers who do. But I've always done this. Okay. Here on this channel, I've always said this. I am not a reporter and I'm not a scooper. Now, I'll solidify that till the day I die. I am not any of those people. So do not ever rely on me to give you brand new sources or brand new information. I mean, what I do here on this channel is more commentary. Like, I'll see a piece of news and I'll just give my opinion on it. And if you go watch every single one of my videos, typically it's just me giving my opinion on something. But something I have changed in the past is I used to I used to talk about every little piece of news that comes out, whether it's fake or real. Nowadays, I have this rule, and that is either two things. Number one, it has to be something that's very popular and very known right now, like something that most people are believing. Or number two, it comes from either the 3 sources: Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, or Variety, because they are reliable sources, and it's been proven time and time again that they are reliable. What I don't do is, I'm not going to tell people, oh, I have sources. By the way, let me make something up right now, because people can make something up. Let me make up the new Indiana Jones movie casted Ben Affleck. There. Let's say that. The new Indiana Jones movie cast Ben Affleck. And I'll be like, oh, my sources told me to. Oh, my sources. You can't believe what I say. Because anyone on YouTube can say they have sources. And it's annoying when people believe YouTubers. And I remember in Star Wars YouTube, I don't keep up with Star Wars YouTube. I'm not a fan of the Star Wars fan base, to be fair. But there's been times I gotten videos recommended to me where it says, you know, Kathleen Kennedy fired. Kathleen Kennedy set to step down. Kathleen Kennedy this. Kathleen Kennedy that. And I'm like, how many times do I have to see the same thing and never happen? You know what I mean? And it's absolutely frustrating to see. And most of these YouTubers, especially Warstu, I'm coming after Warstu, by the way. Most of these YouTubers, they'll be like, I have sources, I have industry sources, this, and that. And they'll constantly be bombarding you with that fact. And it gets annoying. That's actually why I subscribe to Warstu, not because of his news or stuff. Because, again, for all I know, Warstu can have sources. That is undoubtedly a possibility. I don't know him personally. I don't know his life, so I can't really comment. And this is no criticism of Warstu. But one thing I can, the reason why I unsubscribed is because in every one of his videos, he would start off by saying, I have sources, guys. I have sources, guys. My sources have said this. My sources have said that. I've been right before. I've been right. And then I'm like, well, no. Hold on. You've been wrong many times in the past. And you yelling at me and just bombarding me with sources is annoying. I come to YouTube not to hear you bombarding me over the same thing. I want to see movie news. I want to see genuine movie news. And it's obvious that it's for clickbait and for views. And look, that ain't wrong. I've clickbaited in the past. YouTube is a business. YouTube is a game that you have to master. But it's annoying how most of these YouTubers will claim they have sources and it never happens. And it's absolutely annoying. Andy Signor, I will actually say this. I do think he has sources because he has been in this industry for years. He's a popular guy. So I do believe, for the most part, he has sources. But same thing with him. I get annoyed when he's like, guys, my sources told me this. My sources. It's like, could you just pipe down and tell me what you want to tell me? Stop bombarding me with the same source thing. And it's absolutely frustrating. So this whole Doomcock situation, all I want to make, this video is no attack to any YouTuber, but one thing I do have to make clear is stop believing what YouTubers tell you. Believe the reliable sources, the ones who have proven to have been reliable in the past. And now also another thing I want to get out the way. Stop believing everything on Reddit, for F's sakes. I always see people who will tell me and be like, hey, this guy from Reddit said this, and that. I gotta say this. 90% of the stuff that comes out of Reddit doesn't come out to be true. And every time I say that, someone will bring up The Rise of Skywalker. Because The Rise of Skywalker had a script leak or something like that. And I say this. That just proves my case even more. That one-time thing, the one thing you can bring up. The 10%. The 10% happens. It does happen. Obviously, things get leaked. And especially in this new age of technology where everyone's holding a camera, they'll like hold a camera, you can record this, that. Obviously, in this new age of technology, it's much easier to transmit information. It's much easier to find out stuff in movies. And, I hate, and Doomcock actually used that. I think he used that to his defense where he said, oh, but I got the script of Rise of Skywalker right. Well, guess what? It was on Reddit. You didn't get sources. Reddit is public information. And again, I'm not judging Doomcock. I don't know the guy. I've never seen a single one of his videos that I know of. But at the end of the day, he's part of the problem, the bigger problem here in movie YouTube. Because in my Penitent video that I believe most of you saw, that was my claim. I was like, stop believing everything. And that's actually why I've kind of lured myself away from the Snyder fan base. We seem to believe every little thing. We seem to believe everything. And it's absolutely annoying. That's why I don't watch. I remember I used to subscribe to a lot of channels that made up rumors, but after a while I just stopped because like a channel like Everything Always, Emergency Awesome, I believe he was one of them. They'll always like make the same video being like, Spider-Man No Way Home plot leak, Spider-Man No Way Home plot leak, hey, this WandaVision plot leak, Loki plot leak. It's like, and most of it comes out to be false. And it's funny because when something comes out to be true, they'll tell you, it's like, hey, look, I was right about this and that. But when it's false, they'll just put it under the rug. That's actually why John Campbell is one of my favorite YouTubers, or is my favorite YouTuber. Because, yes, he has gotten things wrong in the past, but he on multiple occasions has said he is not a scooper, he's not a reporter, he's not this, and that. And nowadays, when he does a show, the only times he'll talk about news is when it's confirmed, for the most part. And that's why I respect him a lot. Because John Campbell could easily just get his sources give him stories, and he'll be an exclusive reporter. And, that's actually why I respect him quite a lot. But, it's a bit annoying. It's annoying. The movie fandom in recent years has proven to me that we're very gullible, and we seem to just believe what is told to us. And I don't think that's a very good thing. That's not a very good thing. Again, just what I do all the time is I'll just believe the reliable sources. The very few times I end up talking about stuff that's not been told to us by reliable sources, typically the only time I talk about that kind of stuff is when it's something that's very like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, that whole crossover No Way Home thing. Like, the only reason why I talk about that is because it's something that is big in the movie fandom, and I'm like, I got to talk about it, And not only that, but there's been proof that is a giant possibility with the big reliable sources telling us that Doc Ock, Alfred Molina will be coming back, Jamie Foxx as Electro. But yeah, my whole video on this is just, I'm tired of these YouTubers calling themselves scoopers and reporters and saying, I have sources. Hey guys, I have sources. And something Andy Signor brought up that I'm just gonna mention real quick. I've ended my whole segment on complaining about sources, but one big thing that Andy Signor brought up was, he said there's a reason why Doomcock is faceless, because he knows that once his face is out, people can prove whether he's a real or non-real a scooper. My whole message to that is, I don't care. I don't care what Doomcock looks like. To me, at the end of the day, there's actually times where I regret I didn't do the whole mask thing. I kind of wish I'd played that anonymous, kind of like my friend Max from Movie Madness and Entertainment, where he's also maskless. I think it was somewhat fair, but also didn't matter, because at the end of the day, people want privacy. Doomcock, he wants to live his life outside of YouTube, and I think that's actually smart. Same thing with like Dream and Corpse Husband and other channels that decide to stay faceless or have a mask on, or do videos where they don't have a camera on. I think that makes sense. I think that's fully understandable. It's fully understandable. I didn't like that point. I will say though, most faceless YouTubers, or at least here in the movie fandom, they do tend to be more aggressive than the non-ones. But yeah, that's just, at the end of the day, that's just how it is. If you want to believe what YouTubers tell you, I don't care how big their channel is. I like Grace Randolph. Grace Randolph on multiple times has proven that her sources aren't very reliable. But hey, that's how people want to see things. I personally don't believe YouTubers. I believe actual scoopers and real reports. Yeah, of course, YouTubers do get things right. Like Andy, he got the Quicksilver thing right in WandaVision. With what's his name? Crap. Evan Peters. Yeah, I almost forgot his name. With Evan Peters coming back as Quicksilver. That thing he did get right, and I'll always give him credit for that. But at the end of the day, it's a 1 in a million. It's a 1 in a million. Yes, I always say this. I always say, yeah, they could be right. They could be right about certain stories. But at the end of the day, I still hold things back, and I'm like, they could be lying. They could be either lying, maybe they made it up, or maybe their sources aren't right. And I always put that in my mind. But hey, that's just my point of view on things. You guys interpret it the way you want to. This is no disrespect to Doomcock, Geeks and Gamers, or anyone. At the end of the day, I'm done talking about YouTubers. The only reason why I brought this up is I'm so tired of people just relying on YouTube scoops. But it is what it is. And again, on this channel, I don't do scoops. I'm not a reporter. What I do is commentate on stuff that is happening in the movie world, where we talk about stuff that's been confirmed or either really rumored to a point where it kind of feels like it is happening. But hey, that's just my interpretation of it. You guys interpret it the way you want to. And yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.